Okay, so I'm gonna demo my mini Twitter program. First, I'm gonna create user 1 and add it to my tree. I'm gonna also create user 2. So tree will be expanded by default. If I select user 1 and I'm trying to add either a user or a group, it will not allow me. So I would have to select a group or a root instead. So right now I'm gonna try to add my first group number 1. The way I distinguish between a user and a group is just by having the group name capitalized. Now let's just add another user under group 1. And also add group number 2 so that we can see how group 2 can be nested inside of group 1. Okay. Now let's see how they interact with each other. User 1 will follow user 2. All right. And I will have user 2 follow user 1. And let's have both of them follow user 3. Because why not? And then let's say user 1 posts a tweet to say hi user 2, and we'll see it has been updated on user 2's newsfeed. The same thing will happen if we reply back to user 1 by posting a new tweet. Then user 1 will get one new tweet from here. And if user 3 doesn't follow anyone, but if user 3 try to update something like message, then user 1 and user 2 should be able to see the newest tweet right here. Okay, now let's check the user total button. So it shows up 3, which is correct. We have 3 users. And for group, we have 2 groups. Show message total. This function doesn't work really well, so I'm gonna work on this after this. And the same thing for show positive percentage. I will need to work on that more. So now I'm gonna walk through the 3 design that we discuss in class. The first one is the singleton pattern. The singleton pattern, I applied this pattern to our admin controller, so we can only get one instance of admin controller throughout the whole program. I also applied this pattern to our tree view handler, which will handle our click events and also click events on a tree view, and also adding a new user and new group onto the tree and have it updated accordingly. So for the second pattern, which is the observer is applied to our user component. The user is going to be the observer and also the subject, because one user can follow other users, and this user is also followed by other users. Next thing is the composite pattern. For this composite pattern, I apply this to our user component interface so that we can nest many user component within another user component. And in our user class and also user group class, we'll extend this user component because again, a user can be nested inside a user group, and another user group can also be nested inside this user group. The last pattern is the visitor pattern. For the visitor pattern, I have an interface here that will have two visit methods, one for a user data type and another one for user group data type. These two will take care of the action when we do accept a visitor. So in user class, we see that we have an accept function specifically for user object. Similarly, in user group class, we see that we have an accept method specifically for user group objects. And this is where I call the two different visitor. So right here is for the user visitor, and right here is for the user group visitor. And that's it.